I was at work, just doing my normal things, just towards the end of the day, when I realized I need something in the cabinet. Not the cabinet, but the drawer. So I go to the drawer and I open it up, and inside I see the ugliest, fattest water bug I've ever seen in my life. And it starts moving. When I tell you, I screamed and shut that drawer and ran out of there so fast. I didn't even look back. Now, the next day I came back into the office. My coworker was there. And I said, hey, look, there's a bug in my drawer. Can you get it? And he goes over, he checks it. He doesn't see anything. He's like, it probably got out. Like, you're fine now. That's okay. I got to accept it. So I get back to work, and I'm still a little paranoid throughout the entire day, but the bug wasn't there anymore. I let it go. So I had to let go and focus on the task. Until eventually I needed to get something from a different drawer. Only this time, when I opened it, there the water bug was. Just waiting on me. And the amount of panic that went through my body. I was like, no, no. And no coworker was there. It was just me. And as I'm freaking out, there was like a calm voice in the back of my head saying, this problem is not going to go away unless you deal with it. So I had to deal with it. So this water bug ran around. I don't want to get out of the cabinet. I ran to get the raid, and I'm not going to lie. I sprayed every single paper in that drawer. I sure did. And I killed the water bug. And eventually someone came and got it out. Because I'm not picking up the bug. But when my coworkers came up and got it out. But that moment really confirmed to me. Because I had already known this. But it really confirmed to me that your problems are not just going to go away on its own. Things aren't just going to get easy. The more you run from the things you don't want, I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. My question to you, though, is what are you running from? Or maybe click on this video. What's your problem? Whatever came to your head, face it. And I know you're dealing with a problem because as long as you're alive, you're going to have problems. There's this story of this guy. He was saying how life is so hard and he doesn't want any more problems. He doesn't want to deal with anything. And the man he's talking to says, if you give me $5, I will take away every single problem you face. And the guy's like, for real? Okay, like what? Okay, what are you going to do? And the guy's like, oh, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, what do you mean kill me? He said, the only people who don't have problems are dead. So as long as you are alive, you will have problems. So my question to you is, why are you running? Why are you avoiding it? Nothing will get better until you take those problems on head first. I remember years ago, my biggest problem was the fact that I wasn't using my potential. I felt like I was not getting better. I was getting worse in my life. And I didn't like that idea because I want to be better. Like, I don't want to be the people who go down the regular 9-to-5 path and then work into retirement and then die without having ever lived. But I know there's people younger than me free, doing whatever they want. And I wasn't one of them. So that was my problem. Like, what the heck? Why am I not working harder? Why am I not doing things? Why am I not changing? But I didn't deal with that resistance. I didn't deal with that feeling. Instead, I ran from it. I avoided it through overconsumption. I'm telling you, I would get off work and immediately hop on the game, watch TV, or get on my phone up until I went to sleep, and I would get high. And then the next morning, I would wake up, immediately get on my phone, and then later on play the game until it was time to go to work. I did not do anything productive with my life, and that was because I didn't know how, and that was the problem. And instead of facing it, I avoided it. And guess what? My life kept going downhill. And I kept getting worse and worse and feeling bad about myself. Nothing changed. And nothing will change for you. Problems are not just going to go away. Whatever you're dealing with, it's not going to go away. The only way I was able to get around that hump in my life where I felt like I wasn't growing was learning, how do you grow? I got a book in my hands. And I read it and I faced the problem instead of running from it. And now I have other problems in my life. I mean, right now the problem I have is finding an apartment that I can move into. And so what am I doing? looking at apartments. I'm not running from it. I'm putting in the effort. I'm looking. Also with helping my girl. But we're putting in the time. Because if we avoid it, it will get worse. And the same applies to you. Whatever problem came to your mind, avoiding it is not going to make things better. So the only real option you have is to face your problems. Because when you face it, you will get through it. I have this one friend I know in real life. And her problem was that she knows she could be doing more. She knows she has the potential. She wants to achieve. She wants to be the person who can make money from a phone. But she wasn't doing it. And we had a conversation. And she was telling me how her biggest problem was she needs more structure. And so I gave her a solution. I said, you can work with me. Like, I will do coaching with you for 3 months and you'll be going. You'll be on your feet. And I told her my cost, my price. And she paid. Why? Because she no longer likes the problem and she's ready to face it. You gotta be the same way. You know what's up. Deal with it. And this is not an easy thing to do. I know her paying my price wasn't easy. Me learning about self-development and changing up my habits wasn't easy. Shoot, looking for apartments isn't easy. But if you run from what's hard, you'll be like the average people. Because that's all they do. They run from what's hard and choose what's easy. Because they don't want to put in the effort. But that's not you. Now, if you got this far and you're feeling hyped up, like, okay, I'm going to take out my problem. Well, what if one of your problems is that you just don't know what to do with your life? Like, you're just stuck. Well, then I have a roadmap for you. Or really a starter kit. There's something like, I remember, and, I hear this on different YouTube pages. Like, they'll be like, I wish I had this back when I was getting started. And I always thought it was baloney. But, like, now I understand it because I wrote this for me when I needed this. But nobody, I didn't have it. So I made the starter kit to help you get your life together. I really wish I had this. Because this would have, close the gap so fast on where I want to be. But no one had made it for me. So now I'm making it to give to you. Obviously, you don't need it. So don't worry about getting it if it's not something you want. But just know that it's out there. Ultimately, I want you to leave with this. Whatever problem you're facing, deal with it. That might mean killing a water bug. That might be learning about a subject so you can change some things. Like, I had to learn about self-improvement so that I can improve myself. Maybe it's paying somebody to coach you. Maybe it's buying the course, the starter kit I told you about. Whatever you choose to do, whatever solution comes to your mind, do it. Because if you don't, things will only get worse. I'll see you for the next video.